Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the quiet success of the Illinois Central Railway. So, the Illinois Central Railroad had a very, very successful career. From GP9s to SD40-2s and Tier 4 GEVOs, the Illinois Central has really come a very long way. I'm very happy that they're still around till this day. The Illinois Central Railroad was very famous in history because they were the first railroad company to connect Chicago to the state of Louisiana. And for over 160 plus years, the Illinois Central did continuous freight and passenger service, giving them the slogan, the midline of mid-America. This could be seen on a few few rolling stock, especially an HO scale. I got a few hoppers. So today we're going to be going over and just talking about the Illinois Central and how good they are and how much Canadian National sucks. Huh? Oh man, it was just a dream. Why? What is going on here? Okay. Yeah, that's something. Pretty engine. I think this engine was in my dream. I can't remember what I was dreaming about now. Weird. Oh, hey, look! There's a strange box on the floor. I'm gonna pick it up. Scale trains sounds lame. Like, really, really lame. What kind of name is Scale Trains? Tier 4 GEVO. Sounds like something I could use. Rivet counter. Cool. Well, I guess I should grab my phone and unbox this. Everyone's got to hear about this, man. I mean, this... Wonder what happened. Did I order a train in my sleep again? I think I did. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. Why is my wallet crying? I'm gonna grab my phone. Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today we are going to be unboxing the Scale Trains Illinois Central 3008 and et44ac Tier 4 GEVO. And I've kind of really wanted this engine for a very long time, so I'm very excited to be able to finally have this train sitting right in front of me. It really is one hell of an accomplishment. When you have wanted something for so long, you finally get it. The feeling is indescribable. So I'm happy to announce I finally bought it after so long. My wallet is still crying. Don't worry, it's okay. I know. I won't do it again. I totally will. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing out of the packaging and see if Scale Trains holds up to its name. I've heard a lot of good things about these guys. Looks like the family is joining us for this one. What do you guys want? Oh yeah, they can't respond. Well, whatever. Let's go ahead and get this thing out of the box. Nice. So starting off, we have the guy I bought this from off eBay. Railway Hobbies. Information if you need it. Link will be in the description anyway. Starting off, we already have extra parts. I have no idea what these are. Beats me. And then we have the et44 product manual. This is full of all your CVs, tells you a little bit about the locomotive that you have in front of you, assembly, disassembly, handling, introductions, just stuff like that. Obviously, this isn't my first train, so I don't have to read that, and I'm not going to. It's my first Scale train, but man, I got like 100. There it is. Wow, that is nice. It is really nice. I don't even want to take it out of its protective packaging. I say taking it out of its protective packaging. It's really nice. Jesus. Like, really on there. We've had this design before for protection. I'm also going to go ahead and get rid of this stuff real quick. Like, it's got foam everywhere. I like to see that a lot of protection goes in a locomotive as such. This thing is expensive. Get this out of the way. All right, there. Yep. Whole box out of the way here. This box is pretty big. It takes up a lot of space. Can you stop doing whatever it is you're doing? All right. Bloop. Look at that. You know, you guys are kind of in the way. And also very small compared to this engine. I guess it is on foam. Whatever. You guys just get. Watch from afar. Jesus. And there it is. The Illinois Central 3008. I gotta say, even though I'm very disappointed in what happened, I'm very, very happy that this unit exists. This thing is beautiful. I do not like the company that's name will not be spoken, but I will admit they did one hell of a job on this engine. Seeing the Illinois Central Death Star on a Gevo, there's something about it. And that white cab, at least on the roof, I don't know. It's simple. The Illinois Central Death Star paint scheme is very, very simple, but it's effective. They've had it forever. You know, speaking of, here we have an Illinois Central GP9 in the Death Star. It's striking. It's simple. It really is just black and white, but something about it, it's unexplainable. Even on the Broadway Limited SD40-2. Operation Lifesaver. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It goes together so well. The white accents, it really pops. Especially on this engine. So obviously, you know me. We're going to go in and do the rough introduction in here, get it over into the other room with the layout where it's a lot brighter, and take a really in-depth view on this thing, because trust me, there are things that you can see that is like, it's really good detail. They did an amazing job on this thing. So we're going to give you the 360 view at least. Here's the nose. Very beautiful engine. The best part is, this is the first Tier 4 Gevo that I own. We don't have any other Tier 4s. So, might as well get the very first one, make it the very best one. So anyway, with that rough introduction out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the other room, put it on the layout, pull some cars, get a really in-depth detail on this thing. And here we go, it's on the layout. We're going to go into more in-depth detail before we go ahead and run this thing and pull some cards. There's probably won't be much commentary over that, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way. So, starting off with the nose, it is very well detailed. Obviously, it's got the air hoses, which is very nice, which is honestly kind of standard. It's got a really nice looking coupler. It does have a nice MU cable. It does have the chain on the MU cable. It's got ditch lights. It's got this little red one here. It's got fine detail on the door, including whatever that is. I think it's like an AED. If you look really closely, you can see something gray sitting in the window there. Event recorder with a detailed cab, by the way. Sand fill caps. All the grab irons are present. Even little one right here. Nice number boards, nice windshield wipers, which I believe are fixed. Yep, they are fixed. Moving on to the side. Starting off right here, you got the mirrors, which is a good, nice touch. You got this stupid thing. And going on a little bit further down here, you can see a lot of warning labels are present, just like the real-life locomotive. And the fuel tank has some very nice painted-on details. Fuel tank cap. Moving on into here, you'll notice a little fire extinguisher icon. You know, something you kind of need. All of this is see-through, which is very nice. In fact, see right through it. Very cool. Moving on to the rear. Again, the MU cables, spare knuckles that are actually painted. You got the chain for the MU cable. You got that red light again, which as far as I'm concerned, it's kind of like a EOTD, but Canadian. The Illinois Central logo in the best spot it can be in. Sand fill cap. Two distinctive Tier 4 GEVO vents. And of course, your headlight assembly. And all the grab irons are present, including these ones right here. Now, we gotta somehow get the other side. Alright, moving on to the conductor's side, you'll notice there's one less mirror. That's because the engineer actually has one more mirror on his side. Obviously, you got the little sun visor. Stupid thing. Nice little warning label right there. Got your vents, you got your grab irons. There's one there, two here, and one right here. Got your fuel tank stuff with a bunch of warning labels all the way down here. Your fuel cap, 3008. This weird thing, which is for some reason see-through, bunch of warning labels. Handbrake, manual handbrake, see-through, once again. Now we'll move on to the roof. Got very nice vents here. Your exhaust filled with a bunch of warning labels. That damn GEVO horn. There's that extra grab iron I was talking about, including one right here too. Warning labels, what I can presume are antennas, and then your AC unit and PTC controls would be somewhere in there, hypothetically speaking. Now let's move on to the trucks, which have very nice detail. You got this chain right here, which I could have sworn used to be a real chain. Not anymore. This is just molded in plastic. This is obviously for the handbrake. It goes to about right here. Very cool. There's minor truck detail right here. You got your springs, got all the things that make the locomotive do what it does. And you got this thing that actually spins when the locomotive is in when it's moving, which is pretty cool. Same thing with this trucks. We have the E-bell. We got all this good stuff right in all the way through here. Amazing truck detail. We have a light right there, believe it or not. It actually turns on. That's pretty cool. And then before we move on to the other side, I forgot to mention, if you look in there, you'll see all that is grills. If I can get the camera to focus right there. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Same thing on the other side. And then get it to focus. There we go. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and look at the trucks on the other side. Moving on to the engineer side, you'll notice just about the same detail on this truck here. This one, I believe, moves. This little centerpiece, see how I pushed it in there? Whoops, that moves. I'm trying to get it focused. There we go. The same thing with this one, I believe that moves. I believe almost all three, if not at least the front two, definitely move. But you can see the very fine detail on the warning labels here. I believe there's a light somewhere in here that turns on, but I'm not sure. And that's about it for the very fine details on here. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the locomotive and actually give it power and see what happens. Alright, for the very last time, we have the locomotive hooked up to a decent cut of cars. Hope to God everything goes right. You know, fingers crossed with this out. So we're going to go ahead, start it up one more time. Let it do a few laps, and that'll be the video. Any second now. And there she goes. Now, no, I'm not just manipulating this thing. I have someone else at the control today helping me out so I don't have to do all this extra shit. Alright, that pretty much does it for the full review of the et44ac. And I gotta say, this thing hauls really well. It's a really well-made engine. So, hope you guys enjoyed. You know, of course, with every video there was a few issues, but we resolved them. Tried to, at least. Always something that can be worked on down here, I tell you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks to my buddy that was helping out so I could make my life a little easier. And I'll see you guys in the next one.